Well, I'm Dr. Paul Gammage. I'm an optometrist trained at The Ohio State University. I graduated in '89. Went on to complete a fellowship in visual development postdoctorally. So that kind of enabled me to move down that path of how the vision plays a part in application, both educationally, academically, athletically. There's a number of ways that can be applied. So the brain's job is to interpret visual information and do something with it. So academically, we're asking kids to interpret that visual input, analyze it in their brain, and then respond to it somehow, either with understanding, like they're generating a picture using the prefrontal cortex of the brain, which helps them not only to understand what they're reading, but to remember what they're reading. We will see, kids that really struggle, that their skills are fairly poor. By working on these skills, we can make improvement. For kids that are struggling, and they may not even understand why they're struggling, and in fact, many cases, that's the case there, where it doesn't have anything to do with intelligence many times. But for some reason, they're just not accomplishing what they know they have potential to do. By working on those skills and giving them the right tools to work on, and with something that's very visually demanding, like reading, for example. Giving a child those skills that they maybe have either not had or have not been developed properly, sometimes is all they need to start taking off. If a child becomes frustrated academically, if they are not prepared visually for this fairly demanding task that we're asking them to do, in reading, there'll be an avoidance. They just want to avoid that thing because it's frustrating. Kids with an eye tracking issue, for example, will struggle with the eye muscle coordination skills that we need to be good at when we read. Maybe lose their place a lot. They maybe will skip or omit small words. They may start rereading the same line that they just read. Well, if your brain's trying to think about, wait a minute, I just lost my place, or wait, I just read that. Now your brain's starting to think about something you're not supposed to think about. So you will work so hard to finally make it to the bottom of the page. Now you've got a blank screen up here. So I don't remember what I just read. If the teacher or a parent sees a child who really seems to be trying to avoid, and we keep pressing, no, you need to keep working on this skill, keep working on this skill, that should be a little yellow flag going up that maybe we've got some underlying issues that need to be explored here further. Now, I really like the concept of inner armor, an internal strength that equips you to handle the challenges of life. Not only to survive that challenge, but to thrive in that environment. When you think of armor, you think of something that protects, right? As we enhance skills for people that either are in a work environment or are learning academically or working in their profession as an athlete, we also want to give them the ability to feel confident, to face each day with that confidence that I can do this.